Welcome back to Pokemon episode summaries. Today, I'll be doing episode 15, Battle Aboard the St. Anne. Ash and the gang are walking by a bridge on the harbor after Ash has just won his first real badge without any pity when they come across a cruise ship. The gang obviously want to go on it. I mean, who wouldn't? It's a fucking cruise, right? Misty even daydreams about suntanning in a bathing suit, given some fan service. But Brock reminds everyone that they're broke as fuck kids, so they can't afford it, so they walk away in sadness. Coincidentally, though, two kind girls give our heroes a free ticket to go on the St. Anne, which is a battleship for Pokemon trainers where you can battle and trade, stating that a big party was going to be happening there. The gang excitedly accepts, not questioning why they just got a free pass. They should have questioned why they got a free pass, though, as Team Rocket was actually the ones who gave them the ticket, being in disguise. They call their boss, Giovanni, who has a Persian, much to Meowth's frustration as he gets jealous. He wants to be in that position, just like his evolved form was. Giovanni informs Team Rocket of the plan to go on board the St. Anne and steal all the trainers' Pokemon, adding how the party on the St. Anne was entirely fabricated by Team Rocket. Meanwhile, Ash and his friends board the St. Anne and see all the numerous people, Pokemon, and merchandise everywhere. This is probably what being in a Pokemon Center in real life is like. Man, I really wish they expanded them out of Japan. We are then shown a battle between a young kid and a rich gentleman and his Raticate. It's Raticate versus Starmie in an epic showdown. Nah, just kidding. The gentleman uses a Hyper Fang and breaks Starmie's jewel, ending the battle in almost one instant. The pimpy rich man instantly asks for another challenger, with Ash eagerly accepting. Jesse and James watch the battle as they serve drinks, with James daydreaming about all the Pokemon that he's going to capture, even when Jesse reminds him that he won't get to keep any of the Pokemon, as they'll all go straight to Giovanni. Ash sends out his Butterfree and has it use Tackle, as the Raticate uses Super Fang. Ash counters by using Stun Spore on the Raticate. It seems like Ash is actually going to be able to win, as Raticate can't get off a high jump kick. But the gentleman, noticing this, then calls off the battle, saying it was a draw. Meanwhile, James encounters a salesman who tells him about how you can breed a Magikarp and they'll have 1,000 fucking kids in one go. So that'll equate to a lot of money if James could sell them all. This motivates James to buy a Magikarp. Ash and his friends begin chowing down on a huge meal as the ship finally leaves Vermilion City, finally setting us up for a new arc in the anime. But then, the meal is interrupted by the gentleman who comes up to their table requesting Ash for a trade, wanting his Butterfree in exchange for his Raticate. Ash questions Brock on if he should accept the trade, but Brock is of no help, being too enamored by the gentleman's beautiful wife, so Ash decides to take matters into his own hands, accepting the trade. Now owning Raticate instead of Butterfree. James then reveals his Magikarp that he bought, which came in a gold Pokeball, much to Jesse and Meowth's dissatisfaction, as Meowth points out that the gold Pokeball is a fake, and Jesse hits James since he used both of their salaries in order to pay for it. Ash is instantly regretting trading his Butterfree, remembering all the fun experiences he's had with it, and hoping that the gentleman would give it the same amount of care he would. As Misty finds Ash, and James begins looking for the guy who scammed him with the Magikarp, Team Rocket's grunts arrive to assist Jesse and James, scaring all the passengers and starting to take all their Pokemon by utilizing vacuums. A grunt then tries to steal Ash's Pikachu, even though it's not in a Pokeball, but much like Jesse and James, he fails miserably getting shocked. Pikachu's resilience inspires the rest of the passengers to throw their hat in the ring as well, sending out all of their Pokemon to fight back. Brock gets involved too, sending out his Geodude, as Ash sends out his Bulbasaur and Charmander to help out his Pikachu as well. All of these Pokemon combined creates a formidable army, with each species of Pokemon essentially forming their own mini splinter group. One of these groups is a group of Butterfree, who Ash spots using Stunspore. He instantly calls for his own Butterfree to join them, but is surprised when he sees Raticate come out, remembering the trade, in addition to his many memories with Butterfree. Despite now being depressed, Ash still manages to stay focused, sending out his Pidgeotto with other Pidgeottos in order to create a huge gust. This gust combines with a whole bunch of Pikachu's Thunderbolts, sending Team Rocket grunts blasting off. The passengers begin celebrating, but their celebration doesn't last for long, as the St. Anne has sailed right into a storm. The storm is so wild that it causes James to drop the gold Pokeball. As for Ash, he was currently about to trade back his Butterfree in exchange for the man's Raticate, realizing how much he actually cared for Butterfree. The man thankfully accepts the trade request as the storm and waves worsen, causing all the passengers to panic. The captain tries to calm them all down, but they all start running for their lives and heading for lifeboats anyway. With the trade now complete, Ash happily looks at his reacquired Butterfree's Pokeball, with Misty and Brock rushing in, telling Ash of the storm. The captain joins the passengers in the lifeboats, despite previously being sure that the ship wouldn't sink. Ash and the gang and Team Rocket are now the last ones on board, as they all rush to get to safety. But the waves cause Ash to go tumbling and drop Butterfree's Pokeball as they fall into another room, and James does the same. The captain assumes everyone made it out okay, as the waves cause the ship to sink, stranding Ash and his friends, along with Team Rocket, in the ocean, as the episode ends on a cliffhanger.